And a good day, everyone. Time now for weather news today with J7409. The name you know, the news you can use. Here we go. I got lots to report on. Please watch us through. I'll put a lot of links at the bottom. Try to help some of you guys out who do have power. Many do not this morning. Okay, conditions will continue to improve across the northeast and northern mid-Atlantic states as this powerful storm system pulls away from the New England coast. I told you guys it's going to pull away a little bit sooner, a few hours sooner. Heavy snow, though, is going to continue across the mountains of California and should spread across the central Great Basin and northern Rockies this weekend. Weather will become increasingly active across the Great Plains while a large-scale upper trough edges out into the central U.S. late this weekend. Now, much of the northeast and northern mid-Atlantic, of course, was slammed with heavy snow, heavy rain, and high winds from a powerful storm system as it tracked offshore the New England coast. As the system continues to pull away from the coast, conditions will improve, although light snow showers will linger over the Great Lakes and interior New England areas. Drier air will edge and enter the region as high pressure builds in the wake of the front. Now, much of the West will remain in an unsettled pattern through the weekend, which will be conducive for accumulating mountain snow for portions of California, the Great Basin, and northern Rockies. Numerous winter weather advisories, winter storm warnings, and high wind warnings are in effect. The upper level trough will migrate east and exit into the plains. Moisture returning from the western Gulf should help fuel precipitation developing across Texas and the lower Mississippi Valley on Sunday, while strong winds and a swath of heavy snow are expected across the northern plains as a surface low rapidly deepens in the lee of the Colorado Rockies and moves northeast into the eastern Dakotas. The power outages in the Boston area grow as I speak to you. As of right now, there's 1,506 outages. Total customers affected are 118,510, and this is the latest update for the Massachusetts area, okay, as of 8:30. And this information updates every 15 minutes. I will put a link so you can go tell. Here is Boston right up in here. We have an outage here with 50 plus. Number of outages 58. Customers affected just in this one little area are 3,410, as you can see. So I'm not going to tarry on this. I will put a link though. It goes on and on and on and on. You can find your area, maybe find out what's going on. Now, as we take a look at the GFS map, courtesy Tropical Tidbits, you can see the storm is way off the coast. I know a lot of you are saying, but it doesn't feel like it. Look, I went through it all day long yesterday. You're going to have a lot of today with still some very brisky winds and some high wind gusts now and then, but it's not going to be anything like it could have been if it had stalled as originally it was looking like. So you do have a bright side to it, okay? The isobars are not anywhere tightly compact like they were. We'll move it up to around 12 p.m. today. You can see it's still going around. You're still going to get a little stray path of precipitation from it as it moves through. At 6 p.m. this evening, more snow has started up in the Massachusetts, New York areas, along with rain. You can see this system coming in and building over here. I'll get to that in just a moment, a little more in detail. And we will go up to 6 a.m. tomorrow morning. I'm not going to go through every last one of these, but what we have here is the storm damage reports from snowfall measurements and everything else. This is snowfall. It goes all the way down to Rhode Island, Connecticut. I'll put a link below and it gives the times for everything going on right in here. You'll get that link, okay? And here we have like where it's flooding, trees down, power lines down. I've even seen in here somewhere where cars were floating away. I'll put this up. It started yesterday. It goes through today, this morning, as the reports are coming in. Tells you exactly where everything's at. I'll be sure and put this up for you. This is the European map, of course. By 11 a.m. this morning, this is what we're looking at. We can see that most of the rain is off the coast now. Everything's looking a little bit clearer now. This is going to vary. I mean, give it an hour here or an hour there. You can never just precisely get it exactly right, but I'm giving you a heads up to what to look forward to, okay? Wind right at 11 a.m. this morning. Well, the wind should be looking like this. Yes, you're still going to be feeling it. You're still going to have some high gust. Nothing like you had yesterday and last night. Okay, you might get a 40, 45 mile per hour gust blow by, maybe even 50 once in a while, but for the most part, it will not be as bad as yesterday afternoon and last night. This thing is starting to move away. However, though, it wasn't even this big, and all day long yesterday, I had ferocious winds. But as you can see, this is why. It reaches all the way down here. This is just a big sucker, people. Okay? Just a big, big storm system. But my winds this morning, I still have some. No big deal. Teens, 20s, nothing I'm not used to. Nothing's going to blow away and I'm safe, okay? So we will go back to what the precipitation will be looking like. We'll move on up into the day to around 6 p.m. this evening. We can see things starting to move across. At 4 a.m. in the morning, we got this snow coming in over in Montana, parts of Idaho, Colorado, right on down. Even in California, we have the snow from these systems making up, and what we need to do right quickly is check on our lows and highs. You can see this low is moving well offshore. This high pressure is going ahead and getting it out of the way for everybody, thank goodness. But we do have two lows that are right close together in here. These isobars are not too tightly packed, but it is going to bring snow to these areas. What's going to be the clincher? Well, we have this low pressure. This is the one that's coming in next week. It's going to be pushing across and doing a lot of stuff with snow and rain across the U.S. So what we're going to do is hop on up to around 7 p.m. tomorrow evening. Everybody in Michigan, you got rain, you got snow, you got a combination of stuff in the Dakotas. And we got some rain that started down in Oklahoma, Arkansas, and Louisiana. So by Monday around 4 a.m., this is what it's looking like right now. The rain is starting to move across some of the areas that already flooded last week. We need to keep that in mind. 2 p.m. Monday, things seem to break up a little bit. This system still out here. Just don't want to die. 8 p.m. Monday. So let's go ahead up to Tuesday around 10 a.m. I don't want to go a whole lot further than that. But this system, the snow should be coming down in northeastern Ohio. I don't know how much it might be. Maybe not a big washout, not just a few tenths of an inch, but snow all across from Michigan, all the way across, as you can see. And we also got some snow down in Wisconsin as we move on up to the Dakotas. And this rain, here goes this rain system again. Very same places it started. But will Florida get any rain? I don't like to go past Tuesday, but it's looking like by maybe 8 p.m. somewhere in the evening hours Tuesday, some of this rain is going to be going across the coast from North Carolina down into the Florida Panhandle. And by 2 a.m. Wednesday morning, This rain's going to be sinking down a little further as it moves off my coast. And 11 a.m. you can see how it's moving on down with this system here, more rain coming up from the warm Gulf. So with all of that said, please click the links below. This is what it's looking like, guys. Yes, everyone up in these areas, you are going to have rain and snow and wind today. It should start to ease up quite a bit. It may have already eased up some for you, but it should ease up quite a bit by late this afternoon, and by tomorrow you should be able to handle the wind. Okay, you still have some tide cycles to go through, a tide cycle to go through. You went through one around 7 a.m. this morning up in those areas. That would have caused more flooding, of course. You still have one more to go through. After this, after the last one, things should begin to calm down for you. All of you, I know some of you had great damage. Some of you had minor damage. But anything you had, I'm sorry it happened to you. You're in my thoughts and prayers. And the most important part is, I know you guys prepared and most of you are safe. That's a blessing. So, hang in there. It won't last forever. It's beginning to go on out. It's just a big storm. Okay? If you've got any pictures or video you'd like to send me, my email address will also be in the show more. Click it. You can send them to that email Addy, along with links to the power outage and other things you might need to know about. I'll put all those links there. Everybody have the best kind of day you can have wherever you're at, and may it be a blessed day for each and every one of you. I love you all. Please share this with your friends, your family, your neighbors, so everyone is informed. Please subscribe. I thank you so much for subscribing, the thumbs up, and the comments. Peace, love, and kindness to all.